So hazel in a woodland would not grow like this, but in a laid hedge that's been earthed up, it certainly would. If this was genetically analysed, I imagine that this whole line here would be the same tree. Would be probably even the same branch. But that's evidence there that this hedge has been laid. The density of trees in the hedge is evidence, and this here, that branch, the way that branch, hedges don't grow like that. Hedges are cut and laid like that. That's probably about 40 years. 30 to 40 years. Here we are, 30 to 40 year old hedge lay. It's a faster growing species, that's all. And that's a piece of felled elm that has Dutch elm disease. And there it is. It also becomes a ladder and a living support network for fungi and so on to live in. And there you can see fungi growing up on that tree. That's quite diseased. But disease is good. Disease is part of the cycle. And there we are. This is an elm just stripped by elm disease. So this is a Saxon trackway, and you're pretty much covered from the air, and it's got these huge banks on either side. And unfortunately, it's a bridleway, and the 4x4 brigade think that it's okay to drive down these beautiful little lanes. Anyway, these are the sort of lanes that you should be getting used to trying to find and use to get to bug out locations. And one of the things about these lanes is that they often have little places like this where you can get off the track. So should you want to stop, you can get off the track and get yourself into concealment somewhere to stop for a break. And one of the things that I love about it is it also gives me an opportunity to just look at this beautiful historic place, and some of these historic old coppice stools like this. This is a field maple. Yeah, this is such a wonderful environment that I love to visit, and unfortunately this ash is suffering dieback up there. But again, this is another really ancient ash stool there, coppiced ash. And I think it's coppiced like that because at one time this hedge would have been laid. Yeah, and absolutely wonderful really. And there's a lot of field maples and elms and spindleberry and old overstood hazel stools like this one. That's probably about 30, 40 years old. Field maples are a real native of this region. They're an indicator tree used to identify ancient woodlands around here. And then you've got these big elms. Look at these wych elms. So wych elms don't really suffer from the Dutch elm disease as quickly as the English elm. But yeah, this is an absolutely wonderful environment. These places provide shelter and warmth, and insects like these, this is perfect for them. They follow a pattern. The females move up and down. I think it's the females that move up and down, and the males that move back and forth, but that's how they meet to mate. And that's the chaos.